The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies, right? And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had and left. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true.
100 women versus accountability. The crazy part is they didn't need an app for that information. They already knew who those men were, but chose to ignore it.
Women on the T app are getting exposed and had their data leaked.
What's the T app?
The T app is an app designed to keep women safe from dangerous men. So women will post about men they've dated, so other women know who to avoid so they don't get into trouble.
Sounds like a great idea.
It was at first because women could post anonymously, but their locations and driver licenses got leaked, exposing their true identity, and men are threatening to sue the app.
How do we know what's the truth and what's not?
We don't, but that's why people are threatening to sue. Because they're seeing themselves on the app and they're saying the comments are lying about them. However, women aren't buying it and have ended relationships over that. So while it was designed to keep women safe, now it's just gossip.
I think an app designed to keep women safe is great, but how do we verify the claims?
If someone I don't know has something to say about somebody I know, then obviously that means it's true. So we verify it by seeing the majority vote and then break up because of that.
You can't just take anything on the internet at face value without having some type of evidence.
Are you new to the internet? If a comment gets the most likes, and that means it's the most accurate statement. And that's on T.
Well, who's to say someone didn't get mad because something didn't go the way they wanted it to go, so they're not making things up?
Never in the history of mankind did someone get mad at somebody and make things up to hurt their reputation. Are you dense? Are you thick-headed?
Well, how do we know what's going on?
It's too late! I now have all the T2025! Welcome to the internet! We're all it takes is one claim from me and I'll let you...
The name is literally tea. It was always meant to be just gossip. It would be funny if women were saying the same. If this was a men's app that did the same thing to women, women would be bitter and try to close it down, and report men for reporting the toxic women they encounter. Men, and even women, all know women lie and exaggerate all their relationships, and try to be the hero in their story and portray the men as villains. But guess what? Look at all your relationships with men, all failed.
Some of the posts on the T app are so fucking funny and honestly really concerning, because a woman will post a white man with face tattoos and grills and like 3 strands of hair on his head and caption it like, "Warning, this man is a narcissistic abuser." And I'm like, girl, we didn't need the caption to know that. Like, that man literally looks like a demon who was reborn as Golem and crawled his way back to Earth from hell. And I cannot believe that women are actually fucking something like that. Then you have like 15 other women commenting on it saying that they fucked him too. Like, the whole purpose of the app was to expose men, but this is also just exposing the really low standards some women have.
It's only exposing it to other women. Men know. That's why men have been saying to pick better men.
And here's another thing about that whole thing about the T-app situation. What a lot of them aren't saying is, if you notice, a lot of these women are messing around with the same dudes in their city. But watch this. These are the same dudes all these women are messing around with, who's impregnating them and giving them HIV and herpes. And for look into one post of that one man, it's about 30 women who mess with that man, and that man done gave every last one of them HIV or herpes. Just go look at all the women, because I'm sure they say 1 in 3 people you encounter have HIV. So if all these women are getting impregnated and getting infected by these dudes, just think about it. Just go look. The T-app is actually exposing who's infected. That's all you gotta go look. Oh yeah, that's old buddy. He done messed with all those women, and they saying all this, that, and third. He must be diseased. And then you automatically gotta assume that all those women are diseased too. That's why when you look at the record, they say HIV rate and herpes amongst black women has skyrocketed like it was in the 80s, because they all messing with the same dude. You know what? This T-app it's a blessing in disguise. I mean, a blessing in disguise. Go ahead.
The T-app was meant to hurt men, but it's actually helping men to know exactly what women to avoid. Kevin Samuels said this: "They all mess with the same dudes, instead of giving the friend zoners a chance. And God ain't sending a man. You've got to be chosen to be a wife. But before they settle, they'll still creep with the next Ray, June, Bug, or Zaddy."
All the T-app exposes is what men been saying for a long time. Y'all love the same losers, bro. Y'all love them. Y'all love the same dreadhead covered in tattoos, middle finger picture, blunt smoking every picture. Y'all love those dudes, bro. Y'all love it. The T-app on paper as an idea is phenomenal. Women need to be protected. Y'all gotta know who y'all messing with, etc. Now the problem is, most of the time, even when y'all know who y'all messing with, y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. If, let's say, for example, you live in a small city, right? 100 people live in your city. If there's 10 dudes running through all the women in that city, you don't think Shorty's telling her homegirls who that man is and what he's done to her? Now the problem is, even when Shorty hears that, she don't care. She thinks she's gonna get different results out of that bum, and you can't. You can't get results out of that bum. But y'all knew that already. You knew that.
All the T-app does is give them a list of the bad boys. The T-app was meant to expose toxic men, but surprise, it's just a highlight reel of women dating guys named Lil Glock with 6 kids and no job. Oh, yes, such high standards, Queen. Turns out the real red flag is their own taste. T just handed them the mirror.
All the T-app is doing is exposing how nasty these bitches is, aside from these niggas. So I've been on the app all week. It didn't take me long to get approved. I don't know why y'all been sitting in a waiting list for like 2, 3, 4 days. It took me maybe like an hour or 2 to get approved on Monday. But I hopped on when I first saw it, because I was like, I'm trying to be nosy. I wanted to see what was going on. Now, what I can say, and I feel very proud of, is that I literally put all my balls in there. Like old balls, new balls, nobody came up. First, last name, IG names. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of my man. But the biggest issue that I'm seeing is girls are posting a guy that they're dealing with, and women are in the comments like, oh, what's his IG? What's to him? I'm trying to see what's up, this, that, and the third. And it's like, this app is literally supposed to help protect women from offenders, from DV type guys, and all that other stuff. And y'all are taking this as a joke. This is supposed to really help people, and y'all are really like trying to come up on another girl's guy, knowing that that's a nigga. Like this is why the cheating, the dating, and everything, like, we can't just keep putting it on these men. And I'm not a pick me. I am not a pick me. But we can't keep putting it on these guys, because I can guarantee you, if it was an app that had women on there,
and we couldn't get no access, baby, our chest would hurt. I'm talking about the big one. No, but the biggest problem with it is that this could have really helped the dating scene and helped guys and girls like tighten up and not be out here cheating and doing all this nonsense. But y'all over here ready to pass the ball around and wonder why your pH balance is off all the time. Like, make it make sense, mama. Make it make sense. Y'all can't want to be nobody's wife or nobody's girlfriend for real if you're literally in a comment on the T app talking about, I'm trying to see if I can hit your guy after you get done. What? We've lost the plot. We've lost it. The men are not okay, and clearly the women aren't either.
Women always want another woman's man. If he's got a ring, a woman knows he's a keeper for someone. Bitter women will destroy a good relationship just to either try to take him themselves or to feel empowered.
You guys, this T app is fucking hilarious. Like, I'm on that shit just laughing because honestly, believe half of what you see on there. Spare these men just a little bit, because could you imagine if there was an app for us women? What if there already is? The amount of men that would be on there talking shit about us, dragging us just because they didn't have a chance to be with us, because men are like that. You tell them that you're not interested, you don't want anything like serious or whatever, and all of a sudden you're fat, you're a hoe, you're a bitch, this and that. Like, they be salty. So I believe there's a lot of salty women on there just talking shit about these men because they don't want other girls to like them or to talk to them. So honestly, believe half of what's on there, but there is a lot of men on there that is like, sir, are you gay? Or you need mental help, because beating on women, cheating on multiple women, something's wrong with you.
The T app is the Yelp for single women. Hilarious.
I downloaded the T app to see what all the hype is about. I have no business on there, but I wanted to mind everybody else's business. So I finally get in 3 days later. I'm scrolling through a list of men I'll never meet, never want to know, and don't give a fuck about. But I'm like, let me read these comments, because as soon as somebody got 18 red flags, I need to read the comments to see what the fuck is going on around me. But none of this is my business, and I should have never downloaded the app to begin with. I am more embarrassed for the women than I am the men on that actual fucking app. Big ups to the women that post, like, yes, he's abusive. There's a warrant against him for abusing me, blah, 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 blah. Like that, those are the type of things I expected to see on an app. I was just being nosy. But I'm reading the comments, and y'all talking about does he fuck good? Does he fuck good? I don't give a fuck about that. You talk about does he fuck good? You bitch is okay. Does he fuck good on the T app? Stand the fuck up. Y'all should be embarrassed. That is I wish I could see y'all face, because I need it. Y'all little girls, like, what is going on? This man got 30 red flags. You talk about does he fuck good? I gotta delete this app.
The more red flags you get, the more DMs you get from girls. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.